Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, I'm Tori, this is Louie, and that is Frank. In today's video, I will be teaching you how to make, excuse you. Well, in today's video, as I was saying, I'll be teaching you how to make this DIY mini bird stand. These stands are fabulous to get your bird to be a bit more active. As you can see, Louie is already biting away at the bark on her stand. The bark is great for their feet and nails to help keep their beak nice and sharp and short, and so you don't have to clip their nails all the time. In last week's video, I showed you how to make this big bird stand behind me, but obviously not everyone can keep that in their house, so I decided to make a mini one to help suit those who don't have the space for such a big one. Alrighty, so let's get started. Alrighty, so let's get straight into making this DIY mini bird stand. So what you will need is 3 Y-shaped sticks. You can see this stick shapes a Y, this one shapes a Y, and this one shapes a Y. These sticks will be your main foundation, so you really need 3 Y-shaped sticks. You can also have 4, but it's just depending on what size you'll need. And keep in mind that obviously the size of your sticks will determine how big your stand comes out being. As well as this, you'll need some extra straight sticks like this or this, and these will be used as perches. Make sure to get these sticks thick enough to where your bird's foot can actually properly wrap around it. And it's great to get different thicknesses because it will help with your bird's feet. Also, please keep in mind, I have already washed all of these sticks. I hose them all down to get off any extra dirt or bugs that might be in them. So you'll also need some zip ties to zip tie all the sticks together. You'll need a few bird toys, or at least the ones that you will add onto your stand. Now these two I actually made myself, and I showed you how to make your own DIY bird toys, and I will link that down in the description, and it will be linked in the top right corner. I believe it's that corner. And you'll need some hair ties or elastics that actually hang up the toys. So the last thing that you'll need is this stick cutter thing to help you shape the sticks to whatever size you want your stand to be. Okay, so I'm going to change the angle and let's get started building this. So the first thing that you're going to do is grab your 3 Y-shaped sticks, and we are going to try to put these together to shape, well, your bird stand. Also, if your sticks are too big, you can cut them, but I have already pre-cut mine. You should also keep in mind that this process is going to be different for everyone. So I put my 3 sticks together like this. I will show you a bit better when it is fully zip tied down. But where my hands are holding are the places that will need to be zip tied first. So you can see over here and here. This is because this is where all the support is needed. So we need to put them as zip ties there first. I'm just going to take away this stick because I know where I need to zip tie. And my hands are holding here and here. So I'm going to hold it like that. Get a zip tie. Pull it through. Alrighty, so I have loosely put on the zip tie so I can actually make sure it is in the right spot. And I want it to sit like this. So now I can just tighten my zip tie. Now I'm grabbing this other stick that I had before, and because that zip tie is there, it is going to hold that spot in place, so it just makes it easier to zip tie everything else now. I'm holding here because it is literally holding everything together, so I will zip tie right here and it should keep everything standing. Now it's obviously going to be wobbly because there's only 2 zip ties on there, but see how this part of the Y isn't connected? Now I'm going to connect that. So I'm going to add my last zip tie right here where these two sticks connect here, and I will wrap that around now. So I haven't made the zip tie super tight, so I can just move it around and make sure it is in a way that is helping itself stand up. So as you can see, the stand stands up on its own like this. So I can tighten all of these zip ties. Now once they are tightened, you need to add 3 supporting sticks or perches across from the bottom. So the sticks that are touching the bottom should shape a triangle. Can you see how it kind of shapes a triangle? Now we need to connect each of the corners together with a stick. So now I'm going to cut this stick to match the width from here to here, so I can zip tie there to there. So I'm just measuring it like this, and I will cut it right there. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so I have this stick, as you can see, and it matches this length because I measured it. And I'm just going to zip tie it and keep it in place. As you can see, I have zip tied from there to there to create this perch, and we need to do this on all of the sides to keep it actually stable so the stand doesn't fall down. Alrighty, so I've added sticks on the bottom to each side, so one across there, one across there, and one across there. Now I'm going to make sure that all of the zip ties are super tight, and I'm going to cut off all of the excess. Alright, so I've cut off all the little zip tie tags, and I'm also just going to use my stick cutters to cut off this little bit that's sticking out here, and I'm going to shorten up this end. So as you can see, I can literally pick up the stand from anywhere, and it should be very sturdy at this point. Now I'm just going to add in any extra perches to help the birds get around, and I'm just going to cut off anything else that looks a bit too scraggly. And I'm also going to add some extra zip ties to where I think it needs to be added, like right here, just to keep it extra sturdy. So I just added a perch from there to there quickly because I think it just looks good there and it will help the birds get around. And I don't think I'm actually going to add any other perches because there are heaps of scraggly other little sticks that they could use. But I will cut off these zip ties yet again, and I will clean up and chop off the top of this because the birds can't really stand on this, can they? Because it's vertical to the ground. Also, you can see these like little sharp points on the tops. I'm going to cut them off all the sticks because I wouldn't want one of my birds to fly into it and impale themselves. the main foundation of our stick stand. You can see it's that tall roughly compared next to me, and it is very sturdy. I can literally pick it up from anywhere and it is fine, and this is how it should be, and you need to make sure it is safe for your birds to fly onto. This is what my stick stand looks like up close. I will do another video of different angles. This is where I added a perch. You can add as many perches as you would like, but this is how mine turned out. And of course yours will look different and you can change it depending on your bird's needs. But now is time to add the hair ties and the toys. So the best place to hang any toys are the sticks that are going horizontal, because you can attach a hair tie here and the toys can hang down. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your hair tie. You're going to wrap it around like this and make a little loop like this. And then you can just hang your toy on this loop. There we go. So now that toy is hanging down here and the birds can play with it from one of these two perches. Now, because I actually made these toys myself, I don't have a little like binder hook on the top, and I just have this a bit of fishing wire. I'm literally just going to slide that down like this, and it is caught on these little like knots so it doesn't like move down and fall down. But there is another spot that I have put a toy, and I had one more toy prepared to put on this, but I actually don't think I'm going to, because I doubt the birds will even play with the toys, because they normally just rip the bark off of all of this. So this is the final stand with all of the toys. This is what it looks like. I reckon this actually turned out really well, especially this is the first time I've made a mini version of one of these. Now let's go see if Louis actually likes it. So here is the final stand on top of Louis's cage, and I've put some cardboard underneath it to make it flat. And Louis is already sitting on it playing with my fingers. How cute is that? But I think it turned out really great. It looks fabulous, as you can see, and it's a really great alternative to having such a big stand here if you can't fit it or you don't have the space. And you can put this pretty much on anything, on a cabinet, on top of your bird cage, or anything that's close by. Let me know if you end up making the stand, and send me a picture if you want to, and if you post it, please tag me, because I'd love to see it. Look at her, already chewing away on the bark. Oh my god. But anyways guys, I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe to support my channel, and feel free to comment if you have any questions. Ooh. And I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye, Louis. Bye.